Okay, party people in the house. TCM. So welcome to our TCM class for 2019. It's lovely to have you here. So this is just like a little bit of a brief intro of what it is that we're going to be doing here for this retreat over the next few days. So first of all, just to tell you a little bit about TCM, it is a complete medical system that has diagnosed, treated and prevented illness for over 25 centuries. That's how old it is. And I've got a feeling, now I'm going to sound like really corny like the History Channel, that it's probably even older than that. Dun, dun, dun. Isn't that what they always say? Yeah. But it's really interesting that they have actually discovered quite recently, when I say quite recently, I mean about a few years ago, that the meridians that are energy reservoirs and channels in traditional Chinese medicine have actually been confirmed and validated by science that they actually exist. Okay, so that's just really interesting to know. And TCM is based on the observation of natural phenomena and views humans as a microcosmic representation of the macrocosmic forces. So we are just a little microcosm of what it is that's going on out there on a bigger scale. Yeah? And it's also very much related to nature phenomena because we talk a lot about weather conditions in TCM and how an external weather condition can create an internal one, or an internal one could be affected by an external one and vice versa. So it's all kind of connected to this yin-yang situation, and the law of polarity is also very much connected to TCM philosophy. Yeah? And its philosophy also implies that which harms one harms the whole, and what is good for nature is good for humanity, and it comes from what they call the vitalist doctrine, yeah? As opposed to the Western doctrine, which is a doctrine of specific cause which isolates the microorganism. So that means, like in Western medicine, they just become quite, secularized to the cause of why things happen. They isolate the cell, they isolate the microorganism, so on and so forth. Yeah. So I just want to tell you real quick my very intimate relationship that I have with TCM, because TCM is something that has helped me countless amount of times when I've been in very, very deep water, with my whole MS history. And even now with Fusion 7 Healing, like I've fused it together with the metaphysics. And, whenever things aren't going right, I turn to the TCM time and time again. And it is extremely effective in being able to, resolve a specific situation. So, I do have a very intimate relationship with it, and which is why I fused it with everything that is Fusion 7 Healing in our mystery school. So, the benefits in general would be that it obviously has a benefit to the mind, body, emotional and energetic states. See, people hear the word TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, and they think that it's strictly to do with medicine. So it is to do with that, but it's also intricately connected with energy systems, vibrational medicine, and so this is how it very beautifully fuses with our line of work in the metaphysics. Okay. Now we also have amazing diagnostic tools, and it is these tools that are going to blow your mind when you really learn how to use them properly, that enable the facilitator to accurately pinpoint the cause of the imbalance very, very accurately. And so this is a very, very powerful tool for the rest of our Fusion 7 healing work. So it's very effective both in the prevention and the cure of a situation. Apart from myself, there have been times when lives have literally been saved by using this in our sessions. And now what I want to talk about is the manual. Now your manual, I can just borrow one because mine's in a folder form. It's very thick, it's huge. Now it doesn't mean that because it's very thick and huge that you have to learn every single thing, parrot fashion, in it. Because we are fusing this with our Fusion 7 healing intuitive skills as well, it means that we are able to get the information that we need without having to learn the TCM parrot fashion. It is our intuition that's going to navigate us to take us to use the right formulas, the right diagnostics, and the right formulas to be able to transform something. So the reason I'm saying that is that you don't become fearful when you look at this great big manual, like, oh my God, that's too much information. How am I going to learn all that? Slowly but surely, you will learn the majority of it, and you will put asterisks next to the things that you do need to know and learn. Some things you will need to memorise. Thanks, Marianne. Excuse me. And so we've got a beautiful upgrade on that manual. We've got a lot more lovely visuals and diagrams that are going to help us a lot to be able to become even more accurate, efficient and proficient with this body of hypnosis and work. So today, guys, what we're going to look at specifically is the insights and the philosophy. We've got an introduction to body systems and navigation of it, intuitive navigation. We're going to look at what's called the EPIs. Okay, so the EPIs means external pernicious influences. So that's to do with those weather conditions that we talked about earlier on. We're going to go into in depth. We're going to look at the external causes of disease, which are those yin and yang theory, 5 elements theory, which is a massive part of our TCM that rides right through the beginning of today all the way to day 3. The season and the 5 elements, the 7 energies and the glands, and how to identify disease patterns. So that is our day 1 stuff. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow for the introduction of day 2. Helen Makes Miracles. Follow and share Periscope, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much.